Welcome to English and Grow. Today's topic is the balcony. So, next time you talk about your experience in your balcony or any other balcony, you can speak about it with greater detail and more confidence. Let's start. How can you decorate your balcony? So, usually people choose to have some floor tiles that create a nice color and pattern combination with the wall tiles. It's nice to have a bench, an outdoor bench to sit on, or deck chairs, maybe. Why not? It's nice to have a sunshade, if otherwise the sun would be glaring too much in your balcony. And it's also very pleasant to see some plants in your flower pots. Let's move on to the next slide. I think the reason why I love my balcony so much is that I can enjoy the amazing horizon. So maybe you are lucky enough and you see a monastery from your balcony, like this one in the mountains in the picture. Maybe you see a castle. Maybe you see a watchtower, which is my case. Maybe you are not so lucky, but maybe you enjoy it anyway, and it might be a factory that you see from your balcony, but maybe that's where you work and you are happy you don't have to travel far away. Maybe you see the highway and you are already used to the noise of the traffic that you don't mind anymore. Maybe you live close to the sea and maybe you see a pier, which is the spot where ships are parked, and maybe you even see a lighthouse. I love to observe the sky from my balcony. So at 5 o'clock or so, you can observe the sunrise and the dawn, which is usually pinkish, orangish. You might have the orientation different, and maybe you see the sunset, maybe you only see the dusk. Maybe you see the full moon once a month from your balcony. And I'm sure if you are awake at night, you see a lot of stars, and maybe you can figure out what the constellations are. So the most famous one is the Big Pot and the North Star being part of it. If you live in Australia, so then you can also check out the Southern Cross. I love to observe the birds as well. So there are many swallows in the area I live, and I seriously love to watch and listen to their races. It's just amazing the speed, how they clearly enjoy it. It's totally awesome. Maybe you live nearby a really high chimney and there is a stork which is nesting there. There is a story that it's actually the stork that carries babies to families. So we can link this vocabulary to this association. Maybe you see a kestrel from your balcony, which is what I have the privilege of. And maybe you know that kestrels are predators, they are birds of prey, and even if they are really tiny, they can actually hunt pigeons. So we also have a picture of two pigeons in this slide. And I have chosen to list a sparrow also because together with blackbirds, they are the most common birds. And I think it's awesome to hear and to listen to the birds chirping. Absolutely wonderful. And last but not least, how to make yourself comfortable. So, usually, what makes a bench much more comfortable is some sort of upholstery, which means you have some padding. And if it covers all the seat, so it's called a seat pad. And if it is only under your bum, so that's called a chair pad. So it's something like a cushion. but it is not so thick. Obviously, it's also nice to have cushions, many of them, and to carry some refreshments. It is very practical to put it on a tray so that you don't have to come to the kitchen and back to the balcony too many times. And last but not least, a watering can. So if you have flowers or plants in your balcony, they need to be watered regularly because usually it doesn't rain that often, and that means a watering can is good to have at hand. This is it. If you like my content, please like, comment, and subscribe. And most importantly, support me on my Patreon, English and Grow, so I can support you on your journey with more videos, Zoom lessons, and language coaching. And remember, if you ever struggle, every day is a gift, and every breath is a new beginning.